Pixar has announced a sequel to 2017's COCO is in the works, and there are already a bunch of exciting updates about COCO 2. The Oscar winner was directed by Lee Unkrich and Adrian Molina, and concerns a youngster named Miguel, who dreams of becoming a musician despite his family's ban on music for generations. On the Mexican holiday of Dia de Muertos, Miguel travels to the underworld to discover the secret of his family history and to meet his musical idol, Ernesto de la Cruz. With its vibrant visuals and music, COCO was a feast for the eyes and ears. Capturing the heart and magic that makes the best Pixar movies shine, COCO was a return to form. For the studio that was inconsistent throughout the 2000s and 10s, having shifted towards sequels, COCO joined the likes of Inside Out as the highlights for Pixar as it entered a new phase in its development. The ending of COCO was perhaps one of Pixar's most heart-wrenching and cathartic finales, and it had a note of finality that seemed to preclude any chances of a follow-up. Now, Disney and Pixar have announced plans to make COCO 2, proving the story isn't over yet. Coming as something of a surprise, Disney Pixar announced that development was taking place on a sequel to COCO nearly a decade after the debut of the original film. Disney CEO Bob Iger revealed in March 2025 that work was taking place on COCO 2, though he didn't have much to offer by way of details at that time. Iger made the announcement at Disney's annual shareholders meeting, saying, "While the film is just in the initial stages, we know it will be full of humor, heart, and adventure. And we can't wait to share more soon." While it's currently unclear exactly where the animated sequel stands in the development process, it seems as if COCO 2 is far more than mere idle speculation. The film has been given a tentative release window of 2029, meaning the sequel will come out around 12 years after the first film debuted. Obviously, Disney Pixar hasn't said why they're revisiting a movie like COCO, but its impressive box office haul is always the likeliest incentive for making a sequel. Pixar's account on X, formerly Twitter, joined in on the announcement by sharing a photo of the title card. Disney and its myriad of subsidiary brands like Marvel, Pixar, and Star Wars have gotten into the habit of announcing their film and TV slates years in advance, and COCO 2 is hardly the only major project coming down the pipe. With COCO becoming the 6th Pixar original film to get a sequel, it joins the likes of Toy Story and Cars as a bona fide franchise. But it is also the furthest flung of all the studio's upcoming projects. Elio is slated to arrive in June 2025, and it joins 2026's Hoppers as the only two non-sequels on Pixar's plate. Toy Story 5 is set to arrive in June 2026, but the year 2027 is being kept open for now, though a schedule slot is available should a future project be revealed via Variety. Unlike COCO 2, the recently announced Incredibles 3 has not been given a release date or window, though it may very likely fill that unoccupied 2027 spot, left open for Pixar. Regardless of when various other projects arrive, it's clear that COCO 2 isn't the priority right now, and likely won't be for a few years yet. Projects being announced years in advance are becoming less rare, but a 4-year gap is still a sizable gulf of time.